Good morning, all of the rangeland skillathoners. So we are about, it's Tuesday now. We'll see you all on Friday. And I've been asked a couple of questions that I wanted to clear up through video before we get to the event. First questions I was asked is, what do the score sheets look like for both the plant and animal identification? So I have some drafts here for you to look at. So the first one here is plants, okay? And here it's going to be asking you the name of the plant. It's going to ask you the lifespan, whether it's annual or perennial, the origin, whether it's native or introduced, whether a grazer would eat it or a browser would eat it. So yes or no to those. There will be a list of the 15 that was given in the contest guidelines of the plants will be at the bottom of the sheet. So you don't have to remember how to spell them necessarily. We will have them at the bottom here. You'll have to answer 10. Okay, and we will have samples out there for you to choose from the 10. You'll have to identify them off of the either a live plant, a dried plant, or a picture of a plant on the table. So now for wildlife identification, very similar. We will give you a list of the 15 animals that were on this guidelines. We'll have 10 on the table. You'll have to put the animal's name, the origin, okay, whether it is native or introduced, okay. The cover means there'll be 3 of them. There'll be timber, brush, or open. So what it likes for habitat, whether it is a predator or a prey animal. And then you'll also be asked if it's a carnivore, an herbivore, an omnivore, or a scavenger. Carnivore also means bug eater, so bugs or animals. Herbivore is plants or seeds. Omnivore is both or any of the other things put together. So hopefully that answers those questions on that. I was asked about the oral presentation score sheets. I will attach a draft of that score sheet to this email so you can get a chance to see kind of what you're going to be judged on there. It is not the final draft, but it does give you a good idea. Scoring might be slightly different. I'm trying to get the numbers to work out a little bit closer to 100. Other question is, for the presentation box, a 3D presentation box, it does not have to close in any way. It's your space to do what you want with, whether you have it all the way open or halfway open, just as long as the judges can see what you're meaning there and you can explain it. It doesn't have to close for shipment or anything like that. So you don't have to worry about that. You just need to use the confines of the box, however you decide to do that. I was asked from someone asked me about the cafeteria, whether or not it was nut-free. It is not nut-free. They have cooked nuts in there in the past and have had nuts in there in the past. However, I have asked them to go nut-free for the weekend while we are there. I've also asked them to have an alternative to pork at any meal as well. If they'll be serving pork, there should be an alternative there. So hopefully that answers those questions. I know that there's some more people that are still wanting to come. We have space for them. I'm just trying to figure out the sleeping arrangements, but go ahead and tell me if you want to, are for sure coming or if there's extras coming, and I'm pretty sure I've got space for them. Next thing was, let's see. Someone asked me, it's up to you who's on your team. I just need to know before we get there who's on your team. They've got to be a 4-H kid and in the county 4-H program, and your coach has got to be a certified volunteer or under the supervision of a certified volunteer. So if there's been any changes coming up to your teams, I don't care how last minute that is. That's up to you guys. But I do need to know before they arrive to make sure that they're signed up on 4-H online properly. So make sure you tell me that right away. If there is anyone that's not part of a team, I have a couple of seniors that aren't necessarily part of a senior team. You're welcome to compete in individual events. You just won't, and you'll qualify for individual high scores. You just won't be part of the team events. So hopefully that answers all those questions. Give me a call. You have my cell phone number. So call me throughout the week or email me. Thanks so much. We'll see you soon.